Hello, and thank you so very much for joining me tonight. I go by Loon and 8, and what I'm creating for you today is a hopefully relaxing video that you could use just to relax to. But if you're into the metaphysical, if you're open to things like prayer and intentions and how, thinking of things in a more empowered way or empowering yourself truly does heal, that's what healing means to me, is being empowered, alchemizing your perspective and things of that nature. If you're open to that, you can use this as either metaphysical support to chew on some interesting ideas, or you can use this as a by proxy energy work session for yourself. I'm a Reiki master teacher. That's one of the modalities that I study, practice, and teach, but I'm really interested and study and practice many forms of healing arts modalities. And I think, to give YouTube here a little credit, I think that those of us in the Reiki practitioners on YouTube niche are kind of forging our own brand of Reiki or healing arts in general. So how cool to be on this cutting edge in the age of Aquarius, right? So our theme for today is to support all of us through Leo season, specifically 2022 at the time I'm recording this, but going off of the title of the video here and the themes, you can use this anytime. I just happen to be creating it in this little drop point here. So happy birthday, Leos. My father's a Leo, my son is a Leo, I have best friends who are Leos, and I'm a Leo rising in the 29th degree myself. Leo energy is super cool. I really love it. I love you, and I hope you're having a beautiful, beautiful birthday season. We're gonna start by lighting our candle and setting an intention. My candle here has a bit of a burn left, I would say. So we're going to use this to set and hold our intention for this session, setting and holding the boundaries, the pathway, the channel for the session to direct these intentions. On behalf of the highest and greatest good, and in perfect comfort, perfect alignment, it's a little stubborn. How very Leo, right? There we go. Ooh, made these cool, drippy black markings in here, which is so freaking appropriate for the themes that we're going to be covering today. So at this point in time, there's a lot happening in the astrological atmosphere. I'm not an astrologer, so please find someone else for that. I personally love and choose to get my readings done by an individual named Brian. I'll put their links below if you're looking for an astrologer or a channel to follow. But unrelated there, just sharing. But there's a lot of really heavy, chaotic sort of energy happening right now. And what a good time for it to happen, in my humble opinion, in Leo season, because it's typically one of those seasons that all of the signs feel somewhat supported in, whereas Cancerian season, which we just came out of, is super emotional and hard, really challenging emotionally for some people. Different years are different, right? And then we're going to go into Virgo season, which is a little more tight, a little more controlling, a little more critical. And Leo people, just in general, really love celebrating other people. So when it's their birthday, it's like your birthday, you know, you're going to their wedding, but you know, you're going to have a great time. It's a shared joy or a shared uplifting, right? So very cheerleader, really good friend, really great people, want everybody to have a good time. So it's nice that we're kind of entering this phase or this experience in a time that most of us feel pretty supported, encouraged, connecting with our own truths and authenticity, finding our own powers or acknowledging our own powers, our own unique strengths, and all of this super empowered stuff in general. So, as I was mentioning with the black, and I'm sorry for this intro, but it needs to be said. I know not everybody's cool with the lengthy intros, but it's important for this session specifically. I'm basing my inspo for this session off of a intuitive pick a card reading that I do over on Patreon. And in every card reading that there was, we saw challenges. We saw maybe starting in a challenge state, reconnecting with self, and then moving through it. We saw the refinement and practice of what is true to us so that we can go forward with that. We saw, you know, just a lot of really realistic kind of situations or circumstances or things highlighted in those readings, and in my own life and in those around me, and what I also perceive just like, you know, through the windows of YouTube and things like that. A lot of us are really going through it. A lot of us are in these really uprooted, tangled and untangled and tangled and untangled sort of times. So I just really want to honor that in this session here. The intention is to support ourselves through chaotic times and really anchoring in our sense of self, our awareness that we've made it through every other time, I don't want to say privilege, but the honor of being your most authentic self, you with the darkness that you've gone through, you with the light that you've brought, you with the lessons you have, you with your empathy, your compassion, your connections, your resources, and how that uplifts in a sense, or, you know, how it helps to forge through or push through even these like chaos, or sail through these chaotic kind of shifting timelines, shifting time periods. I hope I'm articulating that all right. I just want to set an intention, of course, again, on behalf of your highest and greatest good, to support you, to remind you that you have every skill, you have every access to every resource, you have all of this ancient knowledge and wisdom from this lifetime, and if you're open to it, many lifetimes to call upon. You have all the skills, you have all the things. Like, the point here is to really remember who the F you are, how powerful you are, that you are divinity embodied. And, you know, of course, we should be humble still, knowing that with that information. But to carry that forward into your day-to-day, to hold your head high, even through, especially through rocky times. Like, we're gonna fix your crown, right? Brush off your shoulders and help you to stand tall through it all, with your dignity, with your integrity, with your connection to what's important to you. All right, so again, please forgive the wordiness. I hope you can see that it was important. And I'd love for you to send in your own intention if you feel called, or just say, I would like to, yeah, that sounds good. What you just said, I'd like to participate in that. Yes, like, sign me up. I receive. Okay. I'll set this down. Forgive my knee cracking. I'm gonna begin with a little agarwood smoke here. Very regal, very royal. And this little offering bowl, the elephant. Right. And I'm just going to go around your form, your ensemble, your fit, your avatar's adornments. Yes, in the physical, so if you're wearing some jewelry or a favorite shirt or socks or whatever, or we can focus on like the birthday suit, like our skin as a beautiful adornment that you are wrapped in. And really focus on honoring, blessing, thanking, having gratitude for your ability to self-express through what you look like, how you dress, how you appreciate your freckles or stretch marks or scars or whatever the case may be. Blessing. I'm just going to go down your back here, but just blessing all the ways you adorn yourself. Scent, perfume, oils, lotions, all the things of your outermost layers and all the things you put on those outermost layers. A special necklace, a talisman, some piercings, your style. Just honoring and blessing that. Because I don't mean to be superficial in this, but it's important, especially in Leo season. And I just want to also, through this intention, bring in your awareness to that. So take the time if you can, and I know you can, and I know it's hard. I struggle myself. But take the time each day to adorn yourself or just cleanse yourself and put on the lotion or whatever to make yourself feel like you, like the empowered you, like the royal you. Honor it as you would a ritual to the divine and the divine in you. Honor your beauty, your handsomeness, your uniqueness, and we're holding that and honoring that in you and of you. Your imprint, your visual and energetic imprint on the world around you. And you don't have to fit into any box, and you don't have to follow any fashion advice. You just have to feel comfortable in yourself, in your skin, in your clothes, in the colors you choose. Okay. Leo energy is very family focused. And I recently inherited this really cool anime from my witchy grandma. It has little, like, I don't know what that is. It feels like a resin. And this cool amethyst on the end here. And here we're going to just slice away, carve away any manipulation of your grace. This could be self-imposed, like a criticism in your mind that's projected in your aura that then clouds how people perceive you, just as we can sense confidence in a person, right? Or it could be something that was more projected or infiltrated you, accepted into this auric field that hides or inhibits your confidence, your dignified sort of like grace as you enter the room, anything that has kept you small. And I want to call on the love and support of our ancestors, our family, our future family, our back family, our not even exclusively blood related family, our friends, our close people who love us, people we love, calling on the force of that to support the shedding of these manipulations that hide your grace in any way. We want you to shine bright and bright and bright like the sun beaming through the beautiful lens of yourself here, of your soul, of your avatar, of your higher ego. So we're gonna carve it away, carving, moving, slicing through, just shedding these layers of distortions, self-projected or from the environment in any way. Moving through and through and through and through. How you see yourself moving, slicing, clearing with this copper, a conduit, channeling through as we slice, as we move through these fields to clear, almost like little gills, like little breath areas to release, release, release. Calling through, channeling through your beautiful golden-hearted energy, your rich beauty, your confidence, your knowing of self all around you. And slice, cut, trim, move, blow, forgive me, moving through, all the way down, through all the points of correspondence in your consciousness, your sense of self and ego, your actions, your thoughts, your words, your expression. I'm just gonna make a little X, like a T, like a cross, representing here your experience in this earth, the directions, the elements. So just a little. And connect with that abundance of your golden heart using this bumblebee jasper capuchon, but I like the way it's pointy here, to access that richness of your heart, the immenseness of your love, of your just connection to everything, and just wow, like I can't even, like a lion's roar, like pride, but not in a negative sort of way, right? Just love and connection and acceptance and being a big part of all of this. And we're gonna connect with that, channeling through to these points of earth and water, air and fire, these elements that support you, your experience, just sending love. Channeling through to the third eye and the lower consciousness as well. The subconscious and the conscious, the waking mind and the innate mind. Channeling through, supporting your routine of showing up as you. Your routine of taking up the space you need to take up. Your routine of authenticity. Your routine of speaking your truth. Your routine of loving without fear. Channeling through. Your routine of actions that match who you are, your alignment, and the constant expression of that through you. You know who the F you are. And why would you try to fit into anything that was not of your truest nature? And why would you let the world around you affect you at your core in any way, or perceive to affect you at your core? Nothing can take your divine blessing. Gorgeous golden healer, and I'm going to use the back of it because it's like a little more flat. I mean, who's to say what's the back, right? But I just assume it is. I'm going to hold this on your third eye, your brow here, channeling through, calling from all facets of yourself, your history, your ancestors, past, present, future, multiple dimensions, multiple realities, calling forth to all realities, all dimensions, all experiences, your power, your grace, your connection with you. You as the universe, you as God, you as pure divinity, you as light, you as awareness, you as will, this directing point. And now turning over, brushing through, calling through, anchoring and anchoring. Channeling through, up and down the channel within you, this message, moving through time and space, moving through realities and lifetimes, empowering your inner child, empowering your authenticity, your truth, your integrity. Moving through, wrapping around your arms like golden sheaths. This gold adornment over your chest, down your legs, feet, and your crown. Anchored in. Your have this golden, sort of greenish gold apatite in this matrix. It's gorgeous, totally gorgeous. And I want you to focus on this correspondence, if it feels right, to show that you are not alone. There are tons of little others in here, in this conglomerate, in this cluster, in this matrix, that you can call on, that you can connect with, that you can vibe with, even unspoken, even in a sort of more subtler sense than a direct relationship. But calling forward all the kings and queens, if you want to put it that way, all the emperors, empress, emprex, surrounding, not just in the physical, as I said, also in the arms, in the wings. This army of golden-hearted, authentic, true leaders, supporters, cheerleaders, encouragers, calling them forth, your guides, your ancestors, ascended masters, teachers, angels, to surround you, to support you, calling forth. Feel them surround you. Feel them lay a hand on your shoulder or brush across your forehead, channeling through. You are not alone in this. You are unique. There is no one quite like you, but you're not alone. Call it in. And emperors and empress and emprex, you're entitled, and I say that meaning in the very best way. You're entitled to your wealth. You're entitled to your estate. You're entitled to those resources. You're entitled. And we're going to call in that abundance from the divine and from the earth, from the archetypes of intelligence and substance, calling through to fill your wallet, your bank account, your household, your mind, your heart, your soul as well. There's richness beyond money, right? Lessons, skills, knowledge, love, calling through the richness to surround you, the gold, and pay attention. Pay attention as you go about this, and you can go back your day and connect with this as you remember. Witness all the gold. Witness, attune, to find and see and highlight and emphasize through your awareness all the richness, all the abundance that surrounds you, that surrounds everyone. This is a very tricky time for many people to connect with their even finances, and I completely understand why. I'm not removed from that myself. But I do really believe in a truly abundant world. And I do believe that we can be manipulated to believe that it is not. And I do believe programs that we accept potentially can keep us from that. So we're clearing all blockages of your wealth, of your abundance, from inside the mind to outer parts of the auric field and all the layers between. Just breathe it in. Breathe in that gold. Breathe in that health. What is more valuable, right, than our health? Your mental health, emotional, physical. Breathe it in. Breathe it in your kingdom. Going forth, pulling, 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 pulling. Into the very heart, the center point between heaven and earth. Attuned to that richness. Attuned. There's a little wheel here. Bring that heat, that fire, and just channeling through. I'm seeing a gateway. Oh, and don't forget the Lion's Gate is coming. 8/8. Very auspicious time. Crossing in. And as you cross through, as you are in flux, as we all are, as the world around us is shifting and changing and systems are revising, and I don't want to say crashing, but having their tower moments, or we are having our tower moments and we're rebuilding. Just remember, you carry your grace, your divinity, your wealth, your abundance, your love. You carry everything, your entire world with you into all that you do, all you create, all you experience. And you will never be disconnected from that universal world, experience, resources, connection. Right, we're gonna fluff up your aura with the confidence and courage and bravery. Unbothered, unfazed, empathic, aware, but not rocked from your truth. Surrounded by teams of other golden-hearted, benevolent forces. Okay. Sending so much love to you, dear friends. From the very bottom of my heart, I bow to the divine in you and I, and to this beautiful opportunity that we have to connect in such a unique way. With all my love and nothing but the very, very, very best intentions, thank you so much for allowing me to share a little piece of your path. I wish you nothing but the best.